Hello and welcome, friends. My name is Kari. This is Tiger Lily Designs. Welcome to day 12 of the 12 days of Stitchmas. We are here, friends. We're at the end. It is the caboose. It is the end. It is the 12th day of the 12 days. So it's the finale. I wish I had like confetti cannons and finale fun. But to be honest with you, it's just going to be one of those standard days where I run through what I did yesterday, which is some new making, crafting fun. I did a couple of different things, and then we're just going to dive into the Advents. I'll show you the last piece of the Tiger Lily Advent, 12 Days of Stitchmas, and then we'll talk a little bit more about what the rest of my December looks like. So let's dive in. Now, normally I would have stitching. I don't have any stitching because last night Lily went to take a final at 7 p.m. I would never have the bandwidth to take a final at 7 p.m. Now, I could take a final at 5 a.m., but I could never take a final in physics, no doubt, at 7 p.m. But she had to take a final at 7 p.m. last night, and I decided that as moral support, I was going to stay up. It was a 3-hour final. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to stay up and we're going to do things. So I was like, let's see. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you maybe saw a couple different things. But so at 7 o'clock, a little before 7 o'clock, I said, okay, this is what I'm doing, friends. Lily's going to go take a final, and I'm going to open up a kit. So I showed you guys this kit. This was an Amazon impulse buy. I will have it linked down below in case you want to be enabled. But this was an Amazon. I had been enabled by Jody from Satsuma Street, and I was like, I'm going to give that a whirl. And so no time like the present. Last night, I opened up the kit. Now, I did bring my tray. Thank goodness. My mother is the team tray. And so downstairs in our TV area, there's a set of these trays. It's like cafeteria lunch trays, the plastic ones. Not because we use them to eat, but we were using them to just kind of be travel tables. She uses them in her car for travel tables. It's fantastic. But I used it as a project travel tray, and it worked perfect. So I opened up the kit last night. Come to find out, there's 7. If you've never seen this kit, I'll just show you. So this is how it comes like this. So this is, there's all the different colors. You get to make all 6 of these in this one kit. $20, $25, something like that. So it was a steal of a deal for 6 ornaments, $25. The only thing you have to add is thank goodness I had my felt applique good scissors. So I went and got those out of the box. You needed some fiber fill. Like I said, I had that from a different project. And that's it. Everything else was in the kit. The needles, the floss, the sequins, the beads, the felt, the directions. So it suggests that you don't cut everything out first. And yes, that's what you do, or what you don't do. So I studied the pictures and I decided, well, should I start with my favorite first? There was 2 strategies, 2 teams of thought. What would you have done? I was either going to start with my favorite first because I'm at least going to finish one. Let's be honest. I'm at least going to finish one, go from start to finish. And if I love it, then I'll do the other 5. If it is not my favorite, I will at least have one. So my welcome to Kari's brain. I was thinking, well, if I do my favorite one, I'll at least have that one done if I don't do them all. But my other side was like, but you'll probably get better as you go. So, your first one, you're going to learn on that one. So it might not be up to snuff. What do you think I did? Do you think I chose my favorite one? Or do you think I decided or I saved the favorite one because I wanted to save it for when I was really good at this concept? Drum roll. Okay, friends, I'll let you know. Spoiler, I did my favorite one. Not because I don't think I'm going to love it, but I just wanted to, that's the one I wanted. I wanted to do that one. So in case you're wondering, I did this Santa face. Isn't it adorable? It's like those Christmas ceramic mugs. I really want to collect those when I grow up. And so I love those mugs. So I was like, that is adorable. So like I said, I won't bore you with all the details. If you want to know more about it, I'm happy to share. But I just got all the pieces that were associated with said Santa Claus face, but I don't cut them specifically or, close cuts until I'm ready to do that piece. I'm learning as I go. Again, never done anything like this. Now, I've also learned that I did this wrong in that you're supposed to get, it's just a paper plate. Well, that would have worked, but I didn't have that. And so they give you the beads and the sequins in these little packages. And so you can see I haven't used the blue, the green, or the brown. Those sequins are still in there. So ideally, if I had had one of those jewelry bead boxes with the separate compartments, yes, that would have been a better choice to keep. So then I would now have a plastic tub mix up. This is red sequins, white sequins, red beads, white beads, all in said, this is what I had in the kitchen. And then I used the lid to be kind of like my bead plate. I didn't bring my sticky bob or whatever that beady bob is, which I really like, but I didn't have it. So I used this. And it does give you 2 size needles, which is super great. It gives you a thicker needle, a chunkier needle just to do the stitching. And then it gives you a thinner needle for beading and sequencing. Anyway, so 3 hours. Actually, Lily came down about 2.5 hours. So I stopped when she was done. I decided that was, my bell was going to ring too. So this is as far as I got. Now, of course, I did have to organize and read and understand and all things. So this might be a 12-hour ornament. We're 2.5 hours in. I might clock it and just for grids to see how long it actually takes. This candy cane was no joke. Now, you probably can't tell, but it actually has fiber fill in it, and you're whip stitching it and doing all these things. And then, of course, you're individually applying all the beads. It's very much like one of the Stitchmas, what are those? Those perforated paper ornaments, which I think are adorable. Anyway, so conceptually they're like that with the sequins and the beads. And so it's coming together. And then, you put it, stay tuned. Whether this gets finished before I leave town, let's see if I can get that done. But that's where I got so far. So that is what I worked on last night. So that is my stitching to share with you guys. Now, as I was sitting down in my stitchy couch and going through that green box, remember my 12 kitted up Merry Christmas box where I pulled from in the first 6 days of the 12 days of Stitchmas, and then I fell off a cliff and didn't do it again? Don't worry. Remember that, because there were 5 blackbird stockings. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And so that means there is 1 left. And I did bring that one. Of course, I don't need to draw it out of the hat. This is the one that I told you. I was transparent and told you that I manipulated my drawing because I couldn't show you this one to you guys early because I kitted it up with the floss that was included in the advent. So I didn't want to spoil, as I'm dropping things, but I didn't want to spoil that surprise. And you'd be like, where did that floss come from? Oh, it's on day 7, 8, whatever it was in the advent. So the last one that was in my kit, now I haven't started stitching it. Maybe I'll start it tonight because I do love a good Prarie Schooler fill-in. So this is Prarie Schooler 1999. Yes, it's gingerbread. Remember, I'm going to have a gingerbread tree when I grow up. So this is, just another piece of that puzzle. And so I kitted this up. Now, remember, I told you guys, or I just told you, that I kitted it up. It's Tiger Lily Custom Floss Conversion. I'm using 36 count espresso R&R. So just a little small piece from my stash that I pulled. Perfect. Serged it. It was ready to go. But the reds and the greens, I'm so excited. So the red and the green are the 2 red and green from Forbidden Fiber Co. that were in the advent that went with the ornaments that I designed. But you have 10 yards, so trust me, you'll be using these for a while. But they look great together, and I can't wait to see that bright, awesome red coat in this Santa. Now the rest of it, I just pulled some DMC called for inspired, some browns, some whites, some flesh tone, you know, the gingerbready stuff. But 90% of this is that red coat, right? Which is gonna be so gorgeous with Kinser Once for Me, and Oh Ho the Mistletoe is my green. There's a little bit of greens and hollies sprinkled around, but I can't wait. So that was the last kitted up project that was in that box, so I didn't want to miss sharing that with you. And then last but not least, what I did work on yesterday was, I'm so excited. You guys have given me such a great reception for my Crumb bag. Now, I know I showed this as, right? So we did this Crumb bag a couple days ago, earlier on in Stitchmas. These are the crumbs from this quilt, right? And so I whipped this up real quick, like shot a video when I was filming this. So that's great. The video is, I'm working on editing it, but as I love to do is I love to have a pattern to go with said video. So that way you can grab your pattern, print it out, cut your pieces, sew with me. At the end of it, you will have your bag. So yesterday, I had to do another one because my patterns are always full of pictures. So just in case you're in a situation where you can't watch the video, you can reference the pictures. So I had to sew another one so I could take pictures instead of video recording. This is my process. Welcome. It's kind of crazy town. But so now I have two different bags. They're both, the crumbs are from this quilt. So you get lots of, you use your crumbs up, and then the bottom and the inside were just extra fat quarters from the bundle that I didn't use. So that's fantastic. So I did take the pictures when I made this one. So I am working on the PDF pattern, and I'm going to throw it up in the next couple of days. I don't want to give you a commitment because I never know how my day is going to unfold. There's a lot of things going on with Noah and Lily this week, so we're just trying to get it done. But the finish line is close with all of that. And so once we get across that finish line, it's wide open and I'm going to get things done. But in the meantime, I will hopefully in the next couple of days, the next week, I don't know, I'm hoping before sometime soon, I will get the PDF pattern up. Now, when I do release the PDF pattern, I'm going to throw it up on my Patreon first. I'll put it in all the places. But what I'm going to do for fun is in my Patreon, I'm going to do a drawing for this bag. So I don't need two matching bags. So I want one of my Patreon friends to do this. So this will be a giveaway on my Patreon when the PDF launches. So that's just fun. So it'll be a quick turnaround. So maybe I don't know the deadlines for shipping, and so you might not get it in time for Christmas, but maybe a New Year's present for you is great. So I just wanted to let you know that that's coming, so that's super exciting. So I'll tell you on FlossTube whenever I do one, of course on Instagram, all the things. And then of course on Patreon too. So yesterday I did do a Patreon post, a little share with the Keeper Club calendar changes. I'm not gonna go into it here. That's not what the 12 Days of Stitchmas is about. But if you are in the Keeper Club, make sure you go check that out and see what I've got upcoming for 2025. So without further ado, friends, let's dive in to the Advents. Here we are. It is day 12 for Ruby and Roses. So we're in the greens. So I feel pretty confident in saying this is probably another green. Let's see if we went light green, dark green. Almost the same green as yesterday, it looks like, which is great. So now I have, I would say it's real close to yesterday's green, right? So that was where we are with that. Legacy Fiber Arts, number 12. Oh, beautiful. Look at those, the sky blues and the speckles and the greens. Oh, this just screams like winter snow with just a pop of green. Oh, I wish I had her book to tell me what that was supposed to be, but it's fabulous. And then last but not least, Spun Right Round, number 12. Ooh, look at that peachy coral yellow golden with, you know, a speckle of hot pink. She is a random speckler and I am here for it. I love it. So there we are with our 3 final colors for the 12 days. Now I'm struggling with what to do 13 through 25. I can tell you I cannot come back and do daily videos. No. But so should I record, like do a Vlogmas? Do you guys even want to see? I don't know. I mean, I could come and record. You wouldn't get full video. It would just be like a random, and then I'd come splice them all together. I know I like seeing squishy pretty yarn all the time. I feel like that's all I watch. Those are the 3 yarns. Now let's dive into the Tiger Lily day 12 of the 12 days of Stitchmas. All right, friends, it is the last day of the Tiger Lily box, and this one is in a pink satin bag. I know, are you surprised? No, yesterday's was pink fabric, today's is pink bag. I gotta end on a bang, which is always pink, in case you didn't know. So when you open up this bag, you get a 2-in-1. This is my scissor keeper. So this is a sewn by Tiger Lily. Here's my tag right here. So another thing that I sewed for you guys, it's coordinating fabric, part of the winter tail line, but it's my scissor keeper, meaning it coordinates with your project, it coordinates with your bag. You can keep your scissors together with your project, but then they're safe. The points aren't going to get you, stab your project, stab your linen, stab your Aida. That would be bad, right? So I did go and find these gorgeous 2-tone silver scissors, silver and gold. I just love the 2-tone look. And so I thought it matched the presentation of the keeper and the richness of the angels. I thought it matched perfectly. And the point on them is no joke. That's my favorite kind of scissor, is a nice point, because sometimes I find myself using my scissors more for frogging, which is not what you're, but I like snip my threads, and you need a point to get that done. So these are super sharp, super great. I love them. Now I've had people ask me already where to get more of these scissors. Unfortunately, these were business to build. These are not, you can't buy them directly as a consumer. So I worked with a specific scissor manufacturer to get these for you guys. So I'm super excited about them, and I just love them. I auditioned, I don't know, a dozen different pairs of scissors. I have quite a collection now with all the ones that didn't make the cut, but that's okay. I love scissors. So these are my favorites, and they go to, this is the binding for the keeper. This is the pinky red winter tail line with a nice snap closure and the Tiger Lily tag. So you can just throw this in your keeper, keep it all together. I love it when everything matches. Friends, here we are. We are at the end of the 12 days of Stitchmas. I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to every single one of you for coming along with me for these 12 days, for leaving me comments, for leaving me hearts, for liking me, for messaging me and DMing me, sending messages, responding to all my things on Instagram or Patreon or here on YouTube, wherever you are. I just know that I appreciate each and every single one of you here in the Tiger Lily community, and I'm so excited to be able to do this for you guys and to do it with you. This just fills my heart. So I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate everything you have done for me and my family, and I wish the happiest, the merriest of Christmases and holidays and New Year's to you and your family. So until next time, friends, happy stitching.